What if I told you that the key to unlocking inner peace, happiness, and a life of true fulfillment is as simple as being kind to yourself? I know that sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? And yet, many of us spend our entire lives running from this one powerful tool: self-compassion. We're often told to be strong, to push through pain, and to suck it up. But what if the real strength lies not in toughening up, but in learning to care for yourself, especially in your toughest moments? I'm the Darklight mentor, and today we're diving into something that can change the entire course of your life: how to practice self-compassion. Exercise as a mental reset. Exercise acts like a reset button for your brain. It triggers the release of endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals, which help you feel more relaxed, happy, and focused. At first, I didn't believe in the power of endorphins, but after starting to run for just a few minutes a day, I noticed a difference. Over time, I felt calmer, more energized, and my stress began to fade. Exercise became a tool to combat anxiety and depression, physically and mentally. So why do we speak to ourselves any differently? When you start treating yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would treat a loved one, you'll start to feel a shift. You'll stop beating yourself up, and you'll start nurturing the kind of growth that only self-compassion can bring. Another key aspect of self-compassion is mindfulness. It's about being present with your emotions without judgment. When you're feeling anxious, sad, or upset, it's easy to push those feelings aside or drown them in distractions. But mindfulness teaches you to acknowledge them, feel them, and allow them to pass without self-criticism. I remember during one of the toughest times in my life, I felt like everything was falling apart. My mind was racing with negative thoughts, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. But instead of trying to suppress those feelings, I sat with them. I allowed myself to feel the pain. And then I told myself, "It's okay. You're allowed to feel this way. You're going to get through this." It was in that moment that I realized something profound. I didn't need to run from my emotions. I needed to honor them. And that was a huge breakthrough in my journey toward self-compassion. So, here's your second step. Practice mindfulness. When you feel those tough emotions, don't push them away. Sit with them, acknowledge them, and when the time feels right, let them go with compassion. Another simple but powerful practice of self-compassion is forgiveness. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about letting someone off the hook or forgetting what happened. It's about releasing the hold that the situation has on you. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment, guilt, or anger. And often, the person you need to forgive the most is yourself. Think about something you've been holding on to. Maybe a mistake you've made, or a regret that still haunts you. Forgiving yourself for those things is one of the most liberating acts of self-compassion. I can tell you from experience, I've made my share of mistakes, big and small. And for a long time, I carried the weight of them. But when I finally allowed myself to forgive, it was like a burden had been lifted from my chest. I realized that my past didn't define me. What I did next, that's what mattered. So here's your third step. Forgive yourself. Whatever it is you've been holding on to, let it go. Free yourself. You deserve it. Now, I know all this sounds simple, but let me remind you, self-compassion isn't a one-time thing. It's a practice, a daily commitment to treating yourself with kindness, patience, and understanding. And over time, you'll notice a shift in how you feel, how you react, and how you view yourself. Before we end this, I want to leave you with this challenge. Take a moment today to practice self-compassion. Whether it's forgiving yourself for something, speaking to yourself kindly, or simply being present with your emotions. And then share with me how it feels. I want to hear your thoughts, your breakthroughs, and your experiences in the comments below. You are worthy of compassion, and you are worthy of peace. So, start today, and I'll see you tomorrow for more powerful insights. Take care of yourself.